Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. I am Aayush Bajaj, and in this video, we are going to talk about something very important, something very essential if you are a CPA student. So, if you are a CPA student, watch this video till the very end. In this video, we are going to talk about 6 steps that I have observed over the time. Now, having taught a lot of CPA students, I bring to you 6 tips that if you take those tips into consideration, you are sure to pass CPA exam in just one shot, specifically the FAR. Now, I'll be bringing you a lot of different tips relating to different subjects as well. But in this video, let's specifically discuss FAR. Let's go. All right, let's begin. Now, FAR as a subject, now we know that this is one of the most voluminous subject out there. And if as a fresher, if the first time I look at the FAR book, I am sure to feel overwhelmed about it. Now, this FAR subject is divided into 5 testlets. So we have a time limit to the exam, and over that time limit, we have to complete 5 different testlets. In those 5 different testlets, we have 66 multiple choice questions to be done and 8 task-based simulations to be done, right? I'm sure you are aware of that by now. Now, the reason that you and me are here in this video is that, you know, studying for FAR is one thing, but studying it effectively is another. So I bring to you 6 steps that you need to consider, that you need to take in mind, that you need to follow to crack this subject, crack this voluminous subject in just one single attempt. The first is that give yourself enough time. Now, if I look at this FAR module, that's a big module that you are looking at. Now, it's very natural to feel overwhelmed, and it's very natural that I start to panic. Do not do that. Give yourself enough time. There is no need to just rush through the concepts to be able to give the exam quickly. Now, when I look at the CPA exam, I might think that, oh, just 4 exams to be passed. Let me just do it quickly. And if I start getting into that mentality to do everything quickly, what I will do is I will have less time to cover the concept and I will start rushing through the textbook. Don't do that. Give yourself enough time. Make a proper schedule kind of a thing. Give time to each and every chapter. Give time to each and every concept, right? You're only human after all, right? So give yourself enough time. The second tip is that often we try to cram up the concepts. Often we try to cram up a lot of different concepts. Do not do that. Understand. Until and unless you don't understand a concept, just imagine a situation where you have crammed up something and in the exam, the examiner twists the question. What will you do then? Right? So it's very important that you have also understood the concept. As a matter of example, we all know that depreciation is taken as an expense in the income statement. Why? Why is depreciation taken into income statement as an expense? Now you might say, oh, what a silly question are you sure asking? I know the answer that depreciation is a reduction of the cost of the asset. That's why. Well, fine. As a concept, fine. But that is not why we take depreciation in the income statement. If you know the answer to this as to why, don't forget to enter it in the comments to this video. I'll be looking forward to your answers. I'm sure you know that. All right. So coming back to the point, do not cram up, understand the concepts, right? We don't want a situation wherein there is a slight twist in the exam and we get confused. So whatever concept you are doing, my dear friend, just go to the fundamentals of it, understand it thoroughly. If whoever are you taking training with, whoever is our instructor, ask why. Why do we do this? Why do we do that? Understand the concepts. All right. The third point, very important, is that you need to know the journal entries, guys. You will be amazed as to how majority of questions can be solved by just knowing the journal entries, by just writing journal entries quickly in your rough pad or rough paper that you will get, right? So journal entries are very, very important. All through the exam, every concept involves journal entries. And if you are proficient in making journal entries, you will definitely be getting the right answer. All right. The next point is also something important, that do not go light, do not go easy on the simulations, guys. You know that this exam is divided into two parts: multiple choice questions and simulations. Simulations are very, 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 very important for your exam. All right. Now, a lot of time people say to me, in fact, the students, when I'm interacting with my students in the Middle East also and globally also, I keep taking the sessions globally. So when I interact with the students, majority of the students initially have this view that simulations, I have entire literature available. Yes, you have entire literature available. Absolutely. It's just like an open book kind of a test. But there is a time running. So if you think that, oh, I don't need to cover simulations very well because I have access to the literature, my dear friend, the time is running away. You don't expect to just keep searching through the literature for each and every question and trying to find, okay, what was the formula to this, what was the entry for this, what was the concept if this is the situation, right? What is the reporting consequences if this is the situation? Now time is running away, dear. You can't expect to be just browsing and reading the entire literature. So, simulations are big questions, simulations are lengthy questions. It tests you to the very core of your concepts. So, let us make this as a habit. Whenever we're preparing for FAR, we practice a lot of simulations, guys. Practice a lot of simulations, right? So that once you reach the exam and you get a simulation question, you already have seen that somewhere. If not the exact question, at least the concept that the question is talking about, right? You have seen, you've handled that simulation question in the past, and that would make the journey very comfortable. All right. So simulations are very, very important. You also know that this FAR exam is divided into two parts. One is a normal US cap that you are doing, that's a normal accounting. And the next part is NPO and government accounting. Now, normal accounting, you have seen in your academic days as well. You might be comfortable with certain concepts. But when you will reach to NPO and government accounting, you are sure to get overwhelmed about it, right? Because we haven't seen that anywhere. That's very, very new as a concept. So it's very natural to feel overwhelmed about it and know that this is an important part in the exam, right? So when you look at NPO, when you look at government accounting, my dear friends, yes, you will face challenge. Yes, you will find it very difficult, but take it slow. If you take it slow, and when you do one concept, take some questions for the same concept so that you'll know how to apply this concept as a theory into the practical scenario, right? So take NPO and government accounting very, very slow. Yes, it is overwhelming, but these are easy marks in your examination, right? Then, lastly, practice a lot, guys. Do not think that just by reading or just by cramming, definitely not, just by doing the course, a handbook, you'll be getting to to your destination. That will not happen until unless you practice a lot of different MCQs, a lot of different questions, right? Prepare a schedule. If not the entire day, if you can't study the entire day, that's fine, that's very natural. Some of you might be working also, right? You might not get time, but at least take out 1 to 2 hours in a day, that we can do, right? Make a schedule, stick to that timetable, follow a disciplined approach. I'm not saying you to study 4, 5, 6 hours in a day. Don't do that, that's fine. Every individual has different way of studying, right? So see what suits you, prepare a schedule, prepare a timetable, and you'll see that you'll sail through. And yes, one more thing, guys. Now, I am not saying do not open your Instagram. That's fine. We are living in a very digital era. We are living in a technological era wherein it's fine to have that urge to open the social media, to open the Instagram, browse through the reels, right? And see what people are doing, what are the latest trends. But understand something, guys. Instagram is not running away. These trends are not running away, but the time is, right? So I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just asking you, I'm just requesting you to limit your social media for some days, right? Once you pass the CPA exam, go ahead, make trends, dance to the reels, whatever. Just jokes apart. Okay. But since we are here as students, we are here once we are doing the CPA exam, please limit the social media. Do not fall into this trap, guys. It will be a huge time waster for you, and we sure don't want to waste time. All right. So these are the 6 tips. If you want any further help from my side, reach out to me on my LinkedIn profile or just put it in the comments below. I'll be very happy to help you. Yes, this was the video for FAR. Now I'll be bringing you all the other 3 chapters, other 3 topics as well. Right. So we'll be talking about that in a separate video. I'm sure these 6 tips will help you, and you found this video informative and beneficial. If you think that this video will be beneficial to someone you know, please like, subscribe to the channel, of course, and just share this video to your network. Right? It will help us reach to the a lot of different students, and it will help the students also, for those who are doing the CPA exam. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for joining in.